show up every day and like say,
click
you know,
into that thing,
and pay respect to the muse. I'm sitting here and I'm ready to write. And I'm a professional and I'm ready to go. And treat it like you're summoning the muse.
Yeah, yeah.
It actually works.
Yeah.
There actually is an effect that happens. I don't know if there's an actual muse, but you can understand why someone would think that there's a muse because
but why do people chant? Why do people meditate? Why do people that? That's the muse. Whatever the muse is, it's like talking about God. What's God? I don't know. It depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
God is a feeling. God is something that fucking thing that keeps you inspired. It keeps the gasoline at a high octane.
Well, it's something that
that's how I see it.
It's something that gets you away from your ego, like with writing. Something that gets you away from your ego and into your mind, into your consciousness, into like your perceptions of things and your ability to express it. And it's just it's a focus thing. And the more you focus on it, the more that muscle grows. The more you get adapted to it.
Because your ego is worried about how people are going to perceive you.
Right.
And that's not right.
Yeah,
You're writing for somebody
you want to
else.
look cool.
You want to look cool. People are like, fuck.
Yeah.
I read that book that you wrote, man. Holy shit. I had no idea. You're amazing.
That's the grossest conversation ever. Cocktail party in Hollywood. Totally. Some guy comes up to you and tells you you're amazing.
Dude.
You are a genius.
And it's always with those
eyes. You're so incredible.
I had no idea, dude.
Meanwhile, that guy's trying to sell you on some multi-level marketing scheme or something.
Absolutely.
There's something he's trying to tap into you with.
I want to buy that book. I want to option your book. Man.
Oh,
I want
here
to turn
it
it into a fucking movie.
I also have a script I'd love you to see.
Yeah. Is it a Disney? Is it about animals talking?
I really love about living in Texas is there's no Hollywood. There's no show business. I don't have to deal with any of these people with like alternative agendas.
We just moved to I want to go back to that, but we just moved to Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara's awesome.
Santa Barbara, it's funny.
I love it.
Why does everybody fucking think that? It is
Montecito.
awesome.
I love it out there. So
why?
Pretty. Because it's beautiful.
Because it's beautiful. What about the people?
They're a little elitist. There's a lot of elitist people
so that's
out
a perfect
there.
place for me. So I grew up in Santa Barbara. I was in Paso Robles, which is ranch country, about 2 hours above Santa Barbara. And then we moved to Santa Barbara when I was 11. And it was Montecito, but it was a very different Montecito. Like, yes, there were a couple of rich people. Yes, my dad was doing okay by then. He had done Marcus Welby. He did, at that time, he did Amityville Horror. So he had a little bit of money. But we bought, what would now be a $35 million home in Montecito.
Right.
He bought for $600,000. Same fucking house.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So it was a different Montecito. And then whatever, group I grew up with. But the point is I went to jail there a lot. I just did. I just liked it. Instead of the museum, I went to jail. I was like, no, Mom, I'm going to go to jail today. And then, so in L.A., Venice Beach, I love Venice Beach, but Venice Beach has even changed. You used to know everybody, and everybody kind of coexisted beautifully. And then Venice Beach changed. It got totally randomly violent.
Became
little
very
kids,
dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yeah.
Little kids. Okay, so we moved to Malibu. We're close to Laird. I know Laird and Gabby and all that thing. But it never landed. So we were always talking about moving, even though we were kind of building a house and we were finalizing everything. We're always talking. We talk about Texas. My mom's from Texas. We were talking about East Coast. We were talking about Europe, all these places, but never Santa Barbara. I would never move back to Santa Barbara. Because, by the way, honey, if we move to Santa Barbara, which you love so much and you think is so beautiful, our little girls will eventually, for sure, go to prison. That was in my mind.
Why?
Because in my mind, I had built totally.
Huh.
Most of my friends that grew up in Montecito are dead. Like
Really?
36 out of 50.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, they all died.
From what?
Heroin epidemic, punk rock.
Oh, God.
Driving accidents.
36 out of 50?
Out of 50.
Wow.
Best friend, Jason Sears, who was the lead singer of Rich Kids on LSD, RKL, which was a big punk band that influenced a bunch of people. Nirvana, Pearl Jam, all these people.
Rich Kids on LSD is a great name for a band.
You should look it up. Can you look it up? Jason Sears, Rich Kids on LSD. We got a tattoo at the same time. I got a tattoo from Freddie Negretti that